Namaste and welcome to Sacred Sunday Sadhana. Take some deep breaths into your belly, into your sacrum, into your connection with the earth. Deep breaths into your heart space, into your throat space, into your third eye and crown. And know that even below and above these 7 chakras, there's the 6 inches below your root is the Earth Star Chakra. 6 inches above your crown is the Soul Star Chakra. Try to breathe into those as well. Have you been feeling lately like the world was on mute for a year and suddenly the volume is on and it's very loud? That's the way it feels for me, and that's not a complaint, it's merely an observation, but life has started back up pretty quickly and suddenly, and it's beautiful, and all these wonderful opportunities have come my way. It's truly a blessing, but it's also a little overwhelming. So I think it's more important than ever to take the time to ground ourselves and to find some time for ourselves in the day. I don't want to be on camera today. Do you have those days? I just don't feel like being on in that way. And I know you'll trust and honor that. So I thought we could just look at this candle together while we talk about today's subject. So I've been working a lot with acceptance. And there's this beautiful quote by Eckhart Tolle that is something to the effect of, accept everything, even that which you cannot accept, and see what happens. And it's not accepting what you cannot accept, it's accept the fact that you cannot accept something. That's where I just misquoted. So my daughter has chosen to live with her father, and for me, I can't quite accept that yet, but I can accept that I can't accept it. And there's some beauty in that. There's some kind of release there. I'm using all my tools. I know it's nothing personal. I know that she loves and adores me as I love and adore her. It's simply a choice, and it's what she feels called to do, and I'm not going to make that about me. But is there anything in your life that's just been really hard to accept? And remember that non-acceptance is really it's what causes us to be in pain and to struggle. So even if there's something that takes place that you can't accept, can you accept the fact that you can't accept it right now? Anything that you can embrace with acceptance will free you. So that's one thing I wanted to share. Also, this may seem dark, but my friend and I were talking about death, and ultimately we were talking about the fact that to starve, like when we finally starve the body, is when the body stops. So whether it's an animal or a human, that last stage of life right before dying, unless it's a tragic and quick removal of life, such as an accident, a fire, or a motor vehicle accident, etc., a plane crash. The final stage of death is not eating and starving. And I think there's a way in which we can also have death to another part of us when we starve ourselves of adventure, when we starve ourselves of excitement, when we starve ourselves of respect. So death of the body may come when food is withheld, or when we no longer have the means to eat. But I think that also death of the soul, death of our happiness can really come when we starve ourselves of what it is that we really need. So I just wanted you to think about that, and if there's anything that you've been holding back on, sort of starving yourself of, notice if it's helpful. Like, are you doing that because it helps you in some way? And I'd just like you to check in and weigh that for yourself. Notice, have you been starving yourself of affection because it's in the name of protecting people from getting COVID? And if so, how has that affected you? And when is it time and respectful for you to give yourself what you need so that that part of yourself doesn't die? And always striving to find the balance, Take some more deep breaths and just let all of that go, whether it resonated or not. And like always, keep checking in with the 10 yamas and niyamas and use them to guide you through. Use them to guide you through all the wonderful opportunities that are opening for us in life right now. And use them to guide you through anything painful that's happening in life right now. Starting with ahimsa, which is of course non-harm to the self and others. Going all the way through to the 10th yama, which is the 10th niyama, which is total surrender. Surrender to God, surrender to love, surrender to what is, and everything in between. But those are the big bookends. It starts with acceptance and self-love, and it ends with acceptance and divine trust. I hope that you enjoy this beautiful week, this warming weather, and you allow yourself to find the balance and to find your needs met with full acceptance and surrender. Namaste.